Welcome back to my weekly analysis video where I talk about possible trading opportunities for this week. So over the last few weeks, I have been tracking a few currency pairs as well as two equity markets looking for opportunities to trade. I'm happy to say that these opportunities have almost shown itself. All of the signs are there. I'm just looking now for the right setup in order to enter the trade. So the first pair that we're looking at is Aussie USD. I've mentioned in the previous few weeks that I would like to see sellers retesting this support level at 0.7050, and that did happen last week. Yesterday, buyers managed to push price back up above this level again. So my view on this is that buyers are still very strong below this level, and I would like to enter on a long trade following a small pullback. In fact, I already have my orders worked out, just putting it off the screen. I'm looking for a pullback for price to touch this level again, and hopefully it will continue going upwards. So my entry is going to be at 0.7050. So there we are, putting in a buy limit order. I've got my stop underneath the low which was made on Friday, and my target is 3 times the risk, which happens to be just where price managed to reach last time. This is a good trade in my eyes, getting 3 times the reward compared to the risk that I'm taking. So we'll see how this one turns out. The next pair I want to talk about is Euro USD. Reason for that is because I've entered on a short last week. So let's recap the situation. Again, over the past few weeks, I have mentioned this key level that I was watching, 1.1300. At times, I was looking for opportunities to go long, but now I can see that price has made what I believe is a very significant low. So if I zoom out onto the weekly chart, we'll show you what that looks like. So this is the weekly chart of Euro USD, and last week price managed to make a significant low. So this significant low is a lot lower than the ones that have been made in previous weeks. And so I believe that this is a sign that sellers is having the intention to push down further. So what I have done is, following the strong bearish candle, I got in on a slight pullback. I determined that by just looking at the wick of this candle here, got onto that. My stop is just above the high of the breakdown candle. And right now price is retracing back, and we'll see how this one goes. My target for this is again 3 times the risk. It is a significantly large target. We're talking at 261 pips here at 1.0979. It could take several weeks, could take a month or two to get there, and I could be stopped out very soon. You never know. So we'll see how this trade progresses. Once again, I will give you an update on that. The third currency pair that I have on my watch list for this week is USD CAD. Now what this pair has done last week is that it managed to break above resistance that was holding it back. So I have resistance marked at 1.3348. We call that 1.3350. It acted as resistance twice in the past few months, and recently price managed to break above that. So what I'm looking for is a small retracement again back and touching that level. If that does happen, I'm going to be going in on the smaller time frame, looking for opportunities to go long if that is indeed the case. Moving on to the equities market. First of all, we're looking at the Hong Kong 50 on the weekly time frame. The reason why I'm showing you the weekly time frame is because I want to highlight the importance of last week. So in last week's video, I mentioned that we have a series of higher lows on the weekly candles. Yet last week we made what I believe is a very significant lower low. Last week's low is lower than the lowest low of the previous 2 weeks prior to that. So it's a good sign that, hey, this level here, 29115, there is a lot of selling pressure at this level or above it, and price was not able to push through it. Interestingly, what has happened now is that price has retraced quite far back, and we're almost at this level again. And this is a fantastic opportunity for me to find a very high reward to risk ratio trade. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be looking at the very small time frame. So we're talking 1 hour to 4 hour, perhaps possibly even lower 1 hour. So I'll show you the 1 hour chart here. And what I'm specifically looking for is I'm looking for another possible retest of this level. So previously this was the highest high that buyers was able to manage. What could happen is that price can come up again, perhaps just push above that, I don't know, do something like this, and then falls back down. This is the key. This is the area I want to be taking the trade, because to enter, let's say right here with a stop there, and if this is indeed a second attempt and sellers rejected buyers again, then my reward, conservatively, if I set a target there, I could get at least 3 to 1, possibly more if I extended my target. So this is what I mean by the reward to risk ratio is fantastic on this retracement. Last thing I'm looking at is S&P 500, and again we're gonna start off with the weekly chart. So just like the Hong Kong 50, we had a significant lower low made last week. This is a big bearish candle. Its body is actually larger than the previous two, and right now we're having another retracement coming back almost to the top again. So the same opportunities exist. This is the key level that I'm going to be watching for. Looking for price to come up here again and perhaps bouncing off it. And that is where I want to be taking the trade. This is where my setup would come if it does in fact come. And it just comes to show that a lot of the time trading opportunities in the markets do show itself. It does take quite a lot of time for it to completely show itself. So you just have to be patient and wait it out. You really have to sit it out until it gives you the right signal that you're looking for, and also the right reward to risk ratio, which would make the trade attractive. So that's it for me from this week. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.